Most people think the real danger comes from strangers in the dark. But the truth is far more terrifying. The deadliest monsters are often the ones we trust the most. I dare you to subscribe to this channel, because the story you're about to hear is one of the most disturbing cases of betrayal, silence, and chilling calm ever recorded. Dark streets. A near-empty parking lot. It's just past 2 a.m. when a white Vauxhall Corsa drifts into frame. The grainy CCTV camera captures only a silhouette behind the wheel, a lone figure keeping his head down, the hood of a jacket pulled loosely over his face. He doesn't look up once. Moments later, the vehicle rolls out of sight. Inside the same parking lot, Phoenix Spencerhorn's car remains untouched. No movement. No lights. No sign of her. That blurry figure leaving the scene is the last confirmed sighting of Phoenix alive. Who was Phoenix? Why did her world go dark that night? And what happened in the quiet apartment she shared with the man she trusted most? Tonight, we uncover the chilling events that unfolded inside a tidy little flat in East Kilbride, Scotland. A story of manipulation, control, deception, and a silence so suffocating it hid one of the most disturbing crimes the country had ever seen. Phoenix Spencerhorn was known for her gentle personality. She worked long shifts at a small hotel and cafe. Her laugh was familiar, her kindness unmistakable. Friends said she had a softness that made everyone feel welcome around her. She loved deeply, too. In private, she once confided to a coworker that her boyfriend, 27-year-old laborer Methin, was the love of her life. But behind closed doors, things were different. On November 16, 2024, Phoenix finished her late shift. She texted her mother a short message. "I'll call you tomorrow." It was simple, warm, routine, and it would be the final message she ever sent. Around 9 p.m., Phoenix returned to the ground floor flat she shared with Methin. Neighbors later told police something felt off that night. Lights stayed on unusually late. Around midnight, they snapped off all at once. Moments later, silence, followed by faint, unsettling noises, running water, something heavy being moved, the scrape of an object shifting across the floor. By morning, the apartment was quiet again. Too quiet. The next day, Phoenix didn't show up for work. She didn't check in with her mother. She didn't respond to her best friend's calls. But suddenly, texts began appearing from her phone. "I need a break. Everything is okay." Short. Cold. Abrupt. Nothing like her. Phoenix didn't text quickly. She didn't use harsh punctuation. And she never went silent in the middle of a personal crisis. Her mother immediately sensed something was wrong. Friends described the texts as emotionless, as if someone else was typing. Meanwhile, neighbors noticed something else. The curtains in Phoenix's flat remained drawn, day and night, with no movement inside. By the third morning, a strange, sickening odor seeped into the hallway. And that was the moment fear turned into panic. On November 18th, Methin finally stepped outside. He clutched Phoenix's car keys, his face blank, no fear, no sadness, no urgency. A neighbor saw him sitting motionless on a bench, staring into nothingness, a nearly empty bottle of wine in his hand. When officers arrived for a welfare check, preparing to force their way into the flat, the doors suddenly clicked open. Methin appeared. Calm, silent, expressionless. A young officer later said, "It felt like he wasn't seeing us. It was like he had come from somewhere dark, somewhere none of us wanted to follow." Shockingly, it wasn't family, neighbors, or friends who contacted the police first. It was Methin. After 2 days inside that apartment, 2 days living with the smell of death, he finally called 999. His voice on the recording was flat, emotionless, almost rehearsed. Inside the flat, nothing looked disturbed. No forced entry. No overturned furniture. No broken glass. Everything was too neat. Plates were still set on the table. A half-finished glass of wine rested on the stove. Not a single object seemed out of place. Only the bedroom told the truth. There, officers found Phoenix's dismembered remains. Her head had been placed carefully aside. Blood-soaked clothing sat in a pile nearby. The pool of blood under the bed suggested she had been killed in the room, moved afterward, and handled with chilling precision. On the table outside the room lay her phone, unlocked. Police discovered an unsent message Phoenix had typed in panic just before her death. Just 2 words. "Help me." She never hit send. Experts found that around 12:30 a.m. on November 17th, Phoenix had been strangled with extreme force. No defensive wounds. No broken furniture. No sign she had fought back. She may have been unconscious or attacked from behind. Under her toenails, investigators found human tissue matching Methan's DNA. A single black hair clutched in her hand did not belong to her. The bathroom smelled strongly of industrial soap, used within the last 6 hours. A latex glove, not hers, was found behind a cabinet. A faint drag trail of blood was discovered under the bed, covered in dust. This wasn't a spontaneous crime. It was organized, calculated, executed with chilling calm. Then came the detail no one expected. A faint scratch on Phoenix's wrist. It didn't match the scene. It didn't match the struggle. But it matched something the police would soon uncover on Methan's body. During questioning, Methan claimed he couldn't remember anything. He offered vague timelines, constantly contradicting himself. Police switched strategies, no direct accusations. Instead, they laid out evidence piece by piece. When shown the CCTV footage of Phoenix's car leaving the parking lot, he hesitated. "I think that was me. I don't remember where I went." But he did remember. He just didn't know what officers knew next. A hidden folder was discovered on his phone. Inside it, a photo of Phoenix's body. Timestamp, 2 a.m. This wasn't accidental. He had documented the murder. Detectives asked about a knife they had never mentioned. Without thinking, Methan said, "The black-handled one?" Silence filled the interrogation room. He had just confirmed something only the killer could know. Then came the final blow. A neighbor's old security camera captured Methan at 3 a.m., carrying a large bag from the apartment to Phoenix's car. His phone's GPS confirmed multiple late-night drives to a muddy area beside the Clyde River. That's where police later found a blood-soaked cloth, torn medical waste bag, and tissue matching Phoenix's DNA. All pieces of a methodical cover-up. On June 17, 2025, Methan was charged with first-degree murder and obstruction of justice. In court, he tried to present himself as a broken, grieving partner. But every piece of evidence told the truth. The stage texts, the cleaning, the concealed evidence, the photo taken after the murder, the emotionless behavior, the lies, and the chilling calm. The courtroom fell silent as the judge delivered his conclusion. This was not a crime of passion, not an accident, not a moment of rage. It was a carefully executed, deliberately concealed murder. Phoenix Spencer Horn never saw it coming. She trusted the wrong person, and her final hours were spent in the place she believed was safest, her own home. Her story is a reminder that sometimes the most terrifying monsters are not strangers hiding in the shadows, but the people we love, living right beside us.